Welcome to week 5 of the 2025 Vault. This workout is YEREN, which is every 4 minutes for 20 minutes or 5 rounds, you will complete a 400-meter run followed by 10 to 12 burpee pull-ups. Your score for this workout will be your fastest and your slowest round, and a good goal to shoot for is somewhere in between 3 to 4 minutes. Welcome to week 5 of the 2025 Vault. This week's workout is YEREN. The shift version of this workout is 3 sets, and each set is 2 rounds of 1 minute of continuous movement, followed by 6 burpees, and 10 inverted row. You will rest 1 minute between sets. Your score for this workout will be your total time including rest, and a good goal to shoot for is somewhere in between 12 to 16 minutes.
What's up, guys? Welcome to week 5 of Vault. Today, Julian and I are taking on YEREN. I'm gonna do a version of the workout with burpee pull-ups. Julian's gonna do a version of the workout with burpee ring muscle-ups. We're also choosing to make another modification. We'll be running on the runners. It's very icy outside and we wanna stay nice and safe, so we're opting for the runners. Make sure to check out all of the notes for any other modifications you might have to make, like pull-ups or muscle-ups or whatever the case is. Good luck, and we'll see you guys when we're done. Peace out.
¿Qué onda, Benny? Oh, we are in it. Before we even get started, where's everyone checking in from? We got a handful of viewers here today. You already know. This is part of us engaging with all of you guys. So where are you checking in from? Don't be awkward, say hello. Who are the 30 committed individuals here watching this? Danny, where are you chilling at right now?
In Miami, Florida, baby, as always. Look how sunny it is. It's beautiful outside.
While you're sunny and beautiful out there, snow is starting to drop over here in the Pacific Northwest.
Not here at all.
Have you ever played with snow?
Twice? My whole life?
Oh man,
Yeah.
you've been deprived the way I got deprived of my birthdays when I was younger.
Dude, yeah. Snow is not in my bloodline, bro. Never, ever, ever has been.
So what's up? You've never been snowboarding?
I attempted snowboarding once, and it was a horrible experience for me.
Okay. All right, so what do we got here today? We have 5 rounds of 400-meter run and 10 to 12 burpee pull-ups, or you can do the program C version, which is muscle-ups as well. We chose to go on the runners here today. How'd this workout feel for you?
Well, honestly, I was pretty happy with my performance on this workout. I was anxious going into it. I wasn't totally sure what those 400s were going to feel like going straight in to the burpee pull-ups, but it felt okay. This was kind of one of those pieces that invoked a lot of anxiety from me to start, and I felt okay going into it, you know?
Dang, I noticed my reaction. I was so shocked that you got off the runner so quickly. I was like, gosh, dang it, what the heck is happening here? But before we go into that really quick, what's going on, James? We got Melissa checking in. We got Emily. We got Ed Al. Ed Al, I have a bone to pick with you. Jermaine Burgos. How do you say that last name, Danny? Jermaine?
Which
Jermaine
one?
Burgos.
Yeah, Jermaine Burgos.
Oh,
I mean, he's from Vermont, so maybe it's Burgos.
Are we Latinizing it? We got Monica from San Diego. We got Craig from icy New York. We got Emily from I Wish We Were Getting Snow. I know, it's the good stuff over here. And then, anyway, so tell me about you've been running, so you felt very comfortable on the runner.
Yes, I felt very comfortable, very confident on the runner. I have also, at this point, I had been doing a lot of air runner sessions for all my speed work. So I felt great on there. The running was great.
Dang, you were crushing that thing. Oh, we got it right. We got Jermaine Burgos right. Wait, that's right from where? Are you from? Are we Latinizing it too much? Or what's happening here? Oh, before we continue going on though, Ed, are you in here? Give me a thumbs up, Ed Al. I got a bone to pick with you right now. Anyway, and while we wait for him to respond, yeah, this workout was fun. Honestly, we finally got ring set up in our barn, and I've missed it so much, so it was nice. When's the last time you knocked out like bar muscle ups or ring muscle ups, Danny?
I did ring muscle ups on Saturday, testing out the new rings in our new location. We moved for the last 2 weeks, and we set up rings, so I cranked some out on Saturday, actually.
Oh, that's legit. Okay, so Ed Al is on here. If I'm not mistaken, did I see you on a live chat with Andrew Hiller signing up for his programming? I'm not jealous. I'm just curious because I thought it was funny. He's like, wait, is there a free trial? What do you know about it? Got my eyes everywhere. I think I got my eyes on Christine too. All right, Mitchell, I really enjoyed this workout this morning from Iowa. It's super fun. I mean, you know, you got to get some like endurance in there, some like aerobic work, and then going into some gymnastics. I love this style of workouts. When did this workout get tough for you, Danny?
I totally agree. What I like the best about workouts like this is it allows me to focus a little bit more on the task at hand, since every round there's an ending point and you always are going to get to that ending point. So there's not a lot of mystery involved in there. And it helped me learn how to push my 400, and I pushed them very hard. First one, I was a little conservative. I just wanted to see if the wheels were going to fall off, but I was able to push them pretty well.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. Yeah, I like workouts like this too. You know, Salvi, I was talking to Salvi before we jumped on this chat, and he's like, you know, both we want to do it again. He's got to do it, and we've been working out. So we have pegboards. So what I'm going to do actually is look at him. He's like, oh, I'm not going to lie. I did sign up. We can talk about it offline. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. All right, shoot me a DM. That sounds good. All right, so anyway, I will be doing the pegboard version of this workout. So I will probably end up doing like a bike version, and we'll see how many pegboards I end up doing. How many rests in between? I'm not sure how many are involved in that. But anyway, Christine, is there snow going on in Albany, New York right now? What's the weather like looking over there? Christine McAuley. There we go.
Has to be snowing in Albany.
Sure, right? I think we're going to Nashville next month, possibly. I don't know. Who knows what that weather's going to look like. Okay, Monica says, was thinking of doing a burpee and then straight into a bent over row. Thoughts? Prego, so not doing the pull-ups. I think you can do that, or if you have the ability to do inverted row. I know Miranda did a lot of inverted rows. If you do that, that'd be great. But if you're limited due to equipment, then yeah, just bent over row is totally fine. Absolutely.
Yeah, I personally, I like the inverted row. I even like the ring row, different rowing variations, a little bit more than a bent over row. A bent over row, I think in a format like this, I mean, if that's all you got, that's great. But if you have to choose, I think the bent over row is a bit clunky because you have to pick up the bar. Yeah. So that's going to really slow down your effort. And the effort's very important because you have limited time in this piece.
Yeah, absolutely.
Those are my 2 cents with that.
Yeah,
even jumping pull-ups, I would consider. You know,
if you were to do this workout again, what would you do differently?
Man, you know, I would maybe plan out a little bit better where I was going to set a target for my hands on that mat, especially for something like burpee pull-ups, burpee muscle-ups. Hand placement, like I had said on the video, is something really important. If I dial in where my hands are going to go, I don't really have to look at the bar if I'm very consistent with my hand positioning under the bar. And for burpee pull-ups, it just makes it that much easier to not have to look up at the bar.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, we got Tish. We only had one bar to do pull-ups, so I did the burpee pull-ups instead first, then the cardio. Did it change the intense stimulus much or any at all? It definitely will. It's a different workout at that point. But again, I think what you did was appropriate, given that you have 1 or 2 options here. What I would recommend to do in a scenario like this, hold on, it's 5 rounds, 400 meter run, and then is there a rest in between?
We're resting the balance of the time.
Hold on, let me see. What's the balance of the time? How long is every single round?
5 minutes, I believe, or 4 minutes. 4 minutes.
So then what I would do in a scenario like that, Tish, instead of inverting the workout, do a stagger start. Start immediately after the person is done doing the 400 meter run. So maybe that's going to take you start at the 3-minute mark. I don't think that there'll be an overlap there. Hopefully choose the faster runner next time. It's on a 4-minute clock. Yeah, choose the faster runners to start off on the 400-meter run, and then knock out the pull-ups. I think you guys are totally fine doing something like that, okay? Because yeah, it definitely did change up the workout. But again, we don't care. Like, hey, good for you. You got your fitness in. But for next time, that's what I would recommend. All right, I need an assault runner in my life. Yeah, just tap into that savings account,
They're so valuable, especially if you live in a town where it rains too much, like in South Florida, or it's cold as heck. Runners are a huge, successful investment if you can hang, for sure.
Oh, they're huge deal. So, okay, your when does your gym do this workout?
We're doing it today.
Hey.
Both of our locations are doing it today.
Oh, dude, that's awesome, man. Now, do you also approach them with like fitness freedom, like they can choose whatever version of the workout?
Yeah, no, absolutely. We'll scale up or we'll scale down, depending on people's goals, what their needs are, where they're at. But yeah, we'll set up several different options of substitutions, and just different ways all around to scale this and all workouts.
Look at my face. Look at my face on that. Did you see that? I was like, what the heck? So, all right, full disclosure. I don't doubt you're running, but that runner has a faulty monitor and it like glitches at times. So I was getting.
I don't know. I didn't see a glitch. I'd be running a lot.
I was like, what the heck? I was like, they really pushed the pace there.
There's another. I pushed hard on rounds 4 and 5 on this, but I will say there's also a way to hack the runner as well. If you're heavier, the runner moves faster. If you have a higher cadence, your runner moves faster. If you run towards the front half of the runner, it moves faster. There's a few hacks and tools you can use to make that thing move a little more.
There we go. So Beck over here calling me out. He said, if you're smiling on the run, you aren't running hard enough. That is false. And I was pacing the run appropriately because these burpee muscle ups, I did not want to struggle. Like I was maintaining a consistent pace across every single round. If anything, I actually got faster, I think, on my run. But yeah, I didn't want to compromise my ring muscle ups. I'm just now starting to build up volume again for the high skill gymnastic movement. How dare you, Beck? How dare you?
It's tough to judge that because I'm doing such a lower skilled movement. So it's easier for me to push. And honestly, like, you're never going to fail a burpee pull-up. So for me, like I could miss some muscle ups. So if I was doing the muscle up variation of this, I would be way slower. I would pace that out way more. I can I can take a risk because I'm doing a lower skill movement that I'm never going to fail.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. Hey, I have a question for all you viewers watching right now, and I'm just kind of curious because this is, how we kind of flow and do things a little bit, There's here, so DM sent, hey, okay, Eddie, let me check my phone, bro. I'm about to see what you're about to say. A ver qué onda. You are no longer allowed on my soccer team. Hold on, before I take that statement back, let me see what you say. Anyway, okay, for all you 40 viewers plus watching, what I was thinking about is we go heavy into talking about the vault, this specific workout here. But what I would say, and let me know what you guys think, what if after the vaults are over, then we go into talking about the rest of the week's programming? The two coaches that are on here, be like, how are you going to approach this week's workouts? And for you, from affiliates' point of view, and be like, how do you kind of run that? And then for me as an individual, how would you guys like that? So we can kind of just continue to go and maybe stay on for another 30 minutes after this. So not only we tackle heavily on the vault, and then we also go into like, all right, let's go and take in a nice little deep dive, and people can ask questions around like, approaching the week's worth of workouts. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I'm here watching. Danny, what do you think about that?
I love that. I love that concept. Just while we have two coaches on here talking about programming, we might as well dissect the rest of the week and answer questions that people will have for sure.
Salvi, what do you think about it? Salvi's creeping here in the background. Oh, you ignoring me now? There, Salvi. What do you think about that, Salvi?
Say it again. Sorry, I was like.
Never mind. Get out of here. We don't want you to
Imagine the comments.
I think Ryan asked a really good question here. He says, is the distance on the runner 1-to-1 for an outside run? It takes me longer to do a 400 on an air runner than a 400 meter outside. Some say 300 air runner equals 400 meter run outside. Yes and no would be my answer. I think it kind of depends. Yes, the runner will be a greater effort than outside usually, but I will also say for a shorter piece like this, I would say you can stick to the same. 6 of one, a half dozen of the other. I think if you're running longer, you might want to consider adjusting. But for something like a 400, I think you're good to go. There's another option as well, and you could base it off of just time rather than distance when it comes to the runner. You know?
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I hope that helps answer that question. Carlene's in the chat. I'm here for it. Carlene's down. She's down. Yeah, let me see. I need the assault runner, not because of any extreme temps, but more so because my 400 meters run course has like a 30-inch rise in elevation on the return trip. You should see our 350 meter track. It's like half downhill, half uphill. Like,
yeah.
That's a track.
Out there at the house, that's wild to run a 400
fun,
up there.
man.
You'll never make it back.
Yeah. So here's a couple ways. Talking about the varieties of ways you can approach this workout where you can kind of think outside the box, right? The amount of combinations is kind of endless. You can choose any kind of aerobic machine with the burpee pull-ups, any kind of aerobic machine with any kind of high skill gymnastics when it comes to pulling. So obviously you have program C, which is the bar muscle up or ring muscle up. And kind of what I threw in here for variants, I always like to add random variety in my fitness. And because I did this version with ring muscle ups already, like I said, I'm going to probably take the bike over next to the pegboard and do a pegboard version of this workout. Why? I mean, is it still pulling? Absolutely. I'm pulling myself up the freaking pegboard. You know, will I eliminate the burpee? What I might do instead to change it up and achieve the same stimulus is I'll probably end up doing like 10 burpees into 2 pegboard climbs every single round. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that would be my fitness freedom version of this workout, still sticking to the format. Okay. Danny, how was Wodapalooza?
I don't know.
You didn't go?
I don't know. Man, I was only there to go see Adriana on the podium. My fiance was on the podium in the Masters division.
There we go.
Yeah. So a little flex there. I had to go out there for that. But besides that, I was moving the Miami gym, man. I was not there for much at all.
Okay. How was feedback? What was like the word on the street?
People really liked the move. So for those of you guys that don't know, that event moved from being in downtown Miami to Miami Beach. It was like on the actual sand.
Dang.
And people loved it from what I've heard. All of the feedback that I've gotten was great.
Dude, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. Wow. Besides the live stream, everything else was just pretty good then, huh?
Yeah, everything I've heard was great. Workouts were good. Warm-up area was better. They just have more space now at this point, being on the beach, rather than having to cram themselves into that park. They've really outgrown that park tremendously, so they had to go for sure.
Dang.
Yeah.
Wow. How was the situation, like the parking situation and all that stuff? Is it rougher to get out there though?
Usually I would say yes, but from what I've heard, again, it was a lot easier than people thought. What they are changing next year is it's going to be during spring break, which is going to be, I don't know how to predict that parking. I don't know how that's going to work, but
That's gonna get rough, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I went out to see her on the podium, and I parked in front of the event, and I got very lucky to find parking immediately, and it was really smooth for me personally.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Easy to get around. It was dope. It's nice having it on the beach. Look, you beat me on the run there.
Oh, I went for it, bro. I was like I tell Savvy, I'm like an elephant, man. I just need to get my momentum going, and once I get going, I feel good, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We just did a 90 seconds on the air runner every round, but unfortunately we realized that running faster wasn't helping the time go any faster. That is very true. Absolutely. Yeah, this was a fun one, man. I really enjoyed this workout. This is one of those where you walk away just feeling like, yeah, I got some good fitness in today.
I agree. I agree.
And
like,
Yeah, go for it.
This is a vault. This is a vault where you can push hard, and it's not going to affect you for the rest of the week much.
Nah.
Already going into tomorrow, I think tomorrow we have thrusters programmed. Like, no aspect of this workout, if you push, is going to hold you back on tomorrow's workout at all. You know?
Okay, so we got a couple things. I finally got around to doing Shenlong a couple of days ago and went out way too high. It was an awesome workout that took me closer to gear to get through. I'm assuming the Shenlong one was the front squat wall walk workout. Yeah, the last 2 weeks, here we go. Wait, are we getting to chat? Can we chat still, Salvi? Yeah, right? Okay, cool. So now we can chat. If anybody has any questions or just wants to talk about anything random, we'll stay on here for another 10 minutes before we log off, actually. The last 2 vault workouts wrecked my legs. I was like completely sore for about 5 days. I was torched. Let me see here. And then this week's one's it's definitely a lot smoother. So lots of different ways to approach it, but it's going to be a little bit less taxing than the previous 2 vault workouts were. So that's something that, you guys can look forward to. Okay. Here we go. Julian, how many pegboards do you think you will do? I think if we have every 4 minutes, what I'll probably do is, I think 2 per round. If we're doing 5 rounds total, that's appropriate. I think my volume for pegboards is no more than 10 before I really start to take a hit. So I'll probably do 10 to 15 burpees and 2 pegboard ascents. I think that'll be appropriate. So I have plenty of time to recover in between rounds. Yeah. All right. So, Danny, you have any closeout tips for this?
I think you have to pick your poison on this one. I think you have to determine where you're going to be able to push and where the challenge lies for you. I think determining which variation of the gymnastics burpee exercise I think will be very important, and use that concept, as always, of fitness freedom to figure out what the best rep scheme is for you on those gymnastics exercises. But like I keep saying, the 400 is a short enough run. I think overall we need to advocate that everyone pushes on that 400.
What would you say for the high school gymnastics? What kind of tips would you give for any of your classes if they wanted to do like bar muscle ups or ring muscle ups?
So for anybody doing bar muscle ups and ring muscle ups, I would give the same advice that I gave really for the burpee pull up, which is to be extra mindful of where your hand placement is going to be in that bottom position. Like I keep saying, if your hand placement is consistent in the bottom, your hand placement is going to be consistent on the top, especially on the bar muscle up or the pull up aspect of it. I think that's the most important thing.
Yeah, awesome. Well, fun workout. Good to check in, and good morning to all the people that were in here chatting with us. Again, we'll see if we kind of find a way to do like a nice little week's recap of the workouts as well for the week. Yeah, we'll talk amongst the team. But again, your feedback is always very grateful. I think that's something that would be very valuable, in my opinion, actually, so we can kind of get nerd out on when it comes to workouts. So, all right. Everyone, take care. Have a great rest of the day. Danny, say hello to the fam for us, and have a great rest of the week with the sunshine. We'll get the snow. So,
you guys as well. Take care, everybody.
All right. See you later, man.
Peace.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the 2025 Vault, week number 6.
There's not much time to do anything else.
Should have warmed up a little better. 3, 2, 1.